Hey, I want to welcome you to the 90 Days of Wealth Organization. Now, this program is new. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being one of the first rounds that we've ever had. And it comes with a workbook that is 110 pages long, so I don't encourage you to print it out, but I encourage you to keep it in a virtual form. But the 90 Days of Wealth Organization, I actually created back when I was a personal planner. And it was one of the ways that I would help my financial planning clients get used to all of the resource management that it takes. So as a financial advisor, I'm a math geek, so, right, I'm a financial strategist. But when I was doing personal planning, it was amazing how narrow our focus is on what are the resources that we have available to us as our own wealth. And the more wealth you start to accumulate, kind of the more messy you end up being. And if you don't have an advisor that is advising you on your little pots of money, then it really gets messy because people leave jobs. You know, the average person turns jobs every 6 years. But if you are climbing a ladder, many of you are changing jobs in 3 years. So you end up with a 401k from here and a 401k from here and a 401k from here. There's lots of things. So the 90 Days of Wealth Organization is 90 days. So we meet once a week for 90 days. And we talk about what you got done in the week. So every day there is a task. That task can take anywhere from 15 minutes to 3 hours. And you get to choose the tasks that you are available to do. Some of them don't apply to you. Some of them you might not have. You may not have to check homeowners insurance. You may not know what an umbrella plan is. You might not need car insurance because maybe you don't drive. So whatever it is, there's a task every single day for 90 days. And those tasks are a huge variety of things. Some of them are really looking at all the different parts of your wealth and really helping you understand that you are the golden goose. You are the largest asset far and away. If you want one piece of knowledge out of that class, is that you will end understanding very clearly that the largest asset you will ever have is you. You are the largest asset of your life. So whatever your wage is, just times that by how many years you're going to work. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And people forget that. They waste it. They throw it away. They don't pay attention. That they just go, oh, I'm just going to swipe my card. Well, guess what? You're swiping away a lot more than just that. So it is a chance to just get organized in your thoughts around it, around where it is. You know, we are doing really basic stuff some days of just going, hey, you're going to need to write down your PIN. You're going to have to figure out how to log into your work stuff. You're going to have to figure all that out. So it's just exactly like the other class, the other accountability group that I teach, the 12-week year. The 90 Days of Wealth Organization is just one more week longer. So, okay, it's just one more week longer. So instead of just being 12 weeks, right, it's 13. So it is easy. It's 81 days. It's 81 days instead of, it's 89 days. It's 90. It's 90 days. 90 Days of Wealth Organization. What am I thinking? Anyway, I don't know what I was thinking. What it will do for you is it'll give you a group. It'll give you somewhere to show up every Monday. It'll give you a way to say, that's for me, that's not for me. That's for me, that's not for me. The advice I give every one of you who is just starting is to go, you are going to need a notebook that is just for that 90 days. You're going to need a physical space to set your stuff on. You will want something like this where you have a little place that you can dig at for the next 90 days, because you'll need things in folders. You'll need to be able to pull things out. Sometimes we're only looking at a project for one thing. We're going to pull it back out in another 30 days. So keep it right here. And this is actually about the space that most people need. So if you're looking at anyone who has a large life, so if you have lots of accounts, no one's financial life should be bigger than this. That's my professional opinion, because I've done a lot of lives over these years. This is my 26th year of doing the type of work that I do, and getting you organized, getting things together, it's so fulfilling. It's so fulfilling, and you will enjoy the process. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you to do more than what's asked. I don't want you to try to do all of these crazy things. You're just using that 90 days to get very clear on what are your existing resources, how are they aligned, can you access them, what's the organization that's going to work the best for you, and let's move forward from there. There is another layer that you can go to after that, but just starting, learning where are your accounts, what is inside of them, what does that mean, and what do you need to get done? What's your resume worth? There's so many parts of wealth that we don't pay attention to. And one of them is that everybody has too much stuff. Everybody has too much stuff. So, one of the assignments is get rid of it, sell it. Use that money to buy the things that you want. The point of understanding your resources is, again, the motto that I live by. Money only has one. Money only has one purpose. One. It's going to buy you some choices. My relationship is that I'd like to give you some information so you can use those choices for ones that you really enjoy. Sometimes people don't know what their choices are. Some people don't know how many choices they can make with this amount of money. Some people don't know what that means. So it's a lovely time together, and there is every spectrum of person that comes to the classes that I teach. So there are people who have very little and people who have very much. But it doesn't matter where you are on the spectrum. We've learned this from years of doing this, is that it doesn't matter how much wealth you've accumulated, how much money you grew up in. It doesn't matter what your age is. It doesn't matter what your gender is. Everyone likes to slack off a little bit because they don't really know what direction they're trying to get to. And that's part of what I think you'll get out of our time together is this is clearly what I want. And this is clearly how I interface with it. It's super helpful to just, look up your Social Security. It's super helpful to know why. It's super helpful to know that you might have disability insurance. It's super helpful to know how to get into your benefits package. So if you're self-employed, it's super helpful to know where to get those things. So you are going to have a wonderful time, and I'm going to really enjoy having you in class. The 90 Days of Wealth Organization, it is a lot of work. You will need, again, your own little book here to do it. You have to have time every day on your life to just look at the things, there's 7 tasks in every week. And then we have the 1 hour together on Monday nights, and you'll want some sort of little thing to put your stuff in. And that way you can kind of have it, you can access it, you can give yourself folders, but you want to organize your resources so that they can be working on your behalf. And having more wealth gives you more choices. And as we age, we need more choices. So I hope to see you soon, and have a great day. I'm glad you can hang out with me in my kitchen.